Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Bonkekook here, aka your Lonely Achievement Guide, continuing our 1000G Achievement Guide / walkthrough for Lawn Mowing Simulator. We are going to be re-recording Professional Challenge number 5. As you can see, I have all the challenges completed because after I recorded this initially, I did not check the recordings for any issues. Challenge 5 and Challenge 6 both had some choppy footage that I want to get rid of. So we're going to re-record these two challenges. And I also re-recorded Expert Challenge number 1. But the footage was just very choppy, and I don't want that on my channel, so I'm re-recording this for you. This is, I believe, our first stripe challenge. Now, you can see in the bottom left, we have a stripe rating of 90%, and we only have a cutting time of 11 minutes and 30 seconds. Don't panic. This really isn't all that difficult. I am going to go into the details of striping, and it's not very difficult, but the game doesn't really give you any tutorial on it. So we will be covering a little bit of the basics here, but it's basically just cutting in alternating columns. So you go up and then turn around and go down and then turn around and go up. The game does provide arrows if you hit the right bumper. And my initial thought was that you followed the arrows, but you actually don't need to. All you need to do is just alternate your stripes and try to keep them as straight as possible. So that's what we're going to do. We are doing it at the rear garden of Raleigh Manor, which is one of the easiest lawns to mow. We have good leeway for engine condition and penalties, and this is one of the easiest lawns there is. So we're going to get down here. We need a 6 centimeter cut height, so let's drop that down. And then once we get back here, for striping challenges, I prefer to look this way. From this point of view, and we're just going to start cutting on the left side like this. When we get done with our stripe, we're going to turn around, and we're going to cut back this way. We're kind of ignoring the arrows. The only thing you really need to worry about is overloading your engine, making sure you're cutting all of the grass. You need to make sure you're cutting all of the grass on your passes. The reason being, it's very difficult to clean up grass on the striping challenges because you have to keep the striping going. So you can't like drive sideways across stripes or you mess up your stripe rating. Now we only need a 90% stripe rating on this level, so you know, it's very doable. As you can watch our percentage points in the upper right hand corner, we actually have a stripe progress and a cut progress bar, and you just need to be within 10% of the cut progress. And as you can see, our stripe rating is actually above our progress bar right now, so we're doing very well, but we are overloading our engine quite a bit. So if that does happen, just make sure you back up to clean up what you missed. Because as I said, cleaning up what you've missed on the stripe challenge is very difficult. And again, you only need a 90% stripe rating. So this level is actually very forgiving. You don't have a lot of time on this level, but you have more than it feels like. This isn't a very long level, and you do have a decent mower. It's not great, but as you can see by all of the overloading that is happening. But striping doesn't need to align with the arrows. So you can, you know, get like 60% of a line. The goal really, as I've kind of covered, is just to alternate your stripes. It's not to have stripes the width of the arrows. It's not to follow the path of the arrows. The game just puts these arrows in. They're supposed to help you basically determine what way the stripes are supposed to go. But other than that, they're just kind of a guideline. They're not really there for anything else. As you can see, our stripe rating is staying above our progress rating, so we're doing very well. And it doesn't hurt to keep that and practice that, because the very last challenge in the game is a stripe cut that requires a 99% stripe rating. So getting some practice in on that on a level like this where it's very simple is not a bad idea anyways. And of course, I will have a video up for that final expert challenge. I think I already do, as a matter of fact. Don't worry about leaving grass clippings. It doesn't matter. Penalty for doing so is so small that it's not worth worrying about. And again, there's not really anything you can get penalized for on this other than if you turn too sharply in the grass, and we're not even turning in the grass. We turn on the outer edge there. So we're 2/3 of the way through, and we're about halfway through for time, just a little bit past halfway through for time. So we're doing quite well. You just got to manage your engine overload at this point. Don't be afraid to only cut like 50%. But really, the goal is just to alternate. As you can kind of see from the stripe percentage. As long as you're alternating your cuts, it doesn't matter if you're following the arrows. And you don't have to be perfect. I mean, you can watch me. I'm constantly making small adjustments as we go through. My lines aren't perfectly straight, like, so don't let the stripe cut thing intimidate you. It is far easier than it seems. Okay, and we're done. As you can see, we have a 99.8% stripe rating, and I'm just going to show you this real quick. If we start driving across in the wrong direction, did you see how fast our stripe rating went down there? That's what you need to avoid. You can't fix your mistakes by driving across in the wrong direction. We were at a 99.7% stripe rating until we did that, and that's just something you have to watch for. And then you can get up onto the platform or ramp there however you prefer. Driving straight on will get you a small penalty, but backing on is safer, but takes longer. There you go, ladies and gents. Professional challenge number 5 is complete. If you have any questions or comments for me, as always, let me know down below and I'll do my best to answer them. But if not, I will see you in the next video where we tackle professional challenge number 6.